Help Ukraine protect peace.
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 World, wake up.
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 This awakening is in dire need right now. An awakening that should have happened long ago. An awakening that still hasn't happened yet. However, with time, more people are starting to notice certain themes and tendencies going on with the Russian terrorist regime. How they act, both inside of Russia and outside of it. There's been an interview that was also coincidentally released today of one of the Russian propagandists saying that with the Russian resources, Russia could never be beaten. Same individual, by the way, who was one of many in Russia who claimed that Russia would never attack, that Russia would never launch the full-scale invasion of Ukraine before that invasion happened, mere days before it happened at night, with no declaration of war. And still, even now as we speak, my friends, the Russians refuse to admit that this war is a war. That is how deep within their own lies they are. That is what we need to understand. To finally start acting ourselves. Instead of allowing terrorist regimes like Ayatollah Iran, like Putin's Russia or North Korea, behave as they please. Instead of giving that initiative to them and allowing them spill blood first, we need to finally be able to stop them. To stop them before they act. To stop them before they kill. That is how we are going to stop this bloodshed. Not by letting it happen and then asking, can we pretty please finally stop these people from genociding another nation? That is not what we are supposed to do. That is not a good way of dealing with a terrorist regime like Russia. The best way of dealing with it is by giving Ukraine what it needs. Thank you very much. To give Ukraine what it needs to finally bring this war to an end. The only end, the only permanent end that this war can have. A Ukrainian victory. Because if Russia gets away with their crimes, it is only a matter of time before they invade another European nation. Moldova will be next on the block. They already have the Transnistria region with thousands of Russian troops in it. A region that nobody recognizes as a sovereign state. But of course, as usual, that does not stop the Russians from having troops there. Because the only rule of law that the Russian terrorist regime understands is the rule of force, is the right of might. Or might is right, as we've heard many times in the past. That is how Russia is ruled. That is always how Russia has been ruled. And that is how it will continue to be ruled until it is reformed at last. But the only way to bring those reforms is not for Russians to run for presidency. We've seen how that ends today. Very tragically, always. We have seen it again and again. That there will be no change within Russia. No peaceful transition of power can happen within Russia. Not unless we help them do this. That is the only way. We need to help Ukraine win. We need to make sure that every single Russian sees the futility of continuing this war against the West. Only then will there be peace in Europe. If that does not happen, Putin will not stop. Appeasement will only feed him more power. And next time, when he invades the next country, he will learn with his mistakes. He will. Because although the Russian terrorist regime is unbelievably corrupt, they can still learn which is not something we can say for many of the, unfortunately, politicians in the West. Some names come to mind, like Viktor Orban, perhaps the worst of them all. An individual who shoe shines Putin's shoes so hard that Putin never needs to change his shoes at all. All he has to do is continue siphoning those rubles into Orban's pockets. And many others can also be counted in the same category, my friends. Let's not forget about that. Slava Ukraini! Slava нації! Україна! 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 Героям України тричі! And now, my friends, we will have a short musical break.